The old graybeards normally have a leg up on you when it comes to experience, but who knew this was going to be another one of those benefits? Gray hair could play a surprising role in cancer defense. What the? Well, okay, what do we got here? Because this is absolutely wild. Why does hair turn gray? That's a great question. And how is that common hallmark of aging connected to a life-threatening disease? Well, you're getting older and your body's breaking down, so there's kind of that. Anyways, a new study may have pinpointed how going gray is connected to one of the deadliest forms of skin cancer. Okay. Researchers at Tokyo Medical and Dental University, led by Dr. Emi K. Nishimura, found that a pigment-producing stem cell in hair follicles respond to stress in dramatically different ways. Depending on the environment, those cells could either die off, which leads to gray hair, or survive and multiply in ways that could trigger melanoma, according to a university press release. That's interesting. The findings were published October 6th in the journal Nature Cell Biology. The team studied melanosite stem cells and the cells that give hair and skin their color using a mouse models, I was going to say nodules, so that doesn't make any sense, and tissue samples. In exposing these cells that form the stress that damage DNA, such as chemicals that mimic UV exposure, the scientists observed how the cells behaved inside the natural setting. Some of the cells responded to the damage by stopping their normal self-renewal process and turning into mature pigment cells that soon died. This left the hair without a source of color, producing graying. Okay, but when the researchers altered the surrounding tissue to encourage cell survival, the damaged cells began dividing again instead of shutting down. Yeah, that's not good. Those surviving cells accumulated more genetic damage and in some cases started behaving like cancer cells. Yeah, that's really not good. Additional experiments showed that certain signals from the cell's environment, including one molecule called KIT ligand, which promotes cell growth, helped determine which way the cells went, the release stated. In other words, the same kind of cell could either fade out harmlessly or become the seed of melanoma, depending on the cues it receives from the nearby tissue. It reframes hair graying and melanoma not as unrelated events, but as divergent outcomes of stem cell stress response. Nishimura's team described the process as a biological trade-off between aging and cancer, but that doesn't mean gray hair prevents cancer. No, it's just a signifier that don't worry guys, your body's fine. It happens with everybody at a certain age. Instead, it shows that when pigment cells stop dividing and die off, it's the body's way of getting rid of damaged cells. The researchers noted if the process doesn't happen and the damaged cells stick around, it could turn into cancer. The study was conducted in mice, but its implications could help scientists understand why some people develop melanoma without obvious warning signs, and how the natural mechanisms of aging could actually protect against cancer. For now, the researchers say that the discovery shows how finely balanced the body's cellular responses are, and how small changes in the balance can mean the difference between a harmless sign of aging and a life-threatening disease. Yeah, man, I definitely wasn't thinking that if you have gray hair, that means that your body is it's doing its job. That I can go with, but it also means that it's also helping to stave off melanoma. Never in my wildest dreams would I have been able to connect the dots on that one, but hey, that's why I'm making videos and they're out there doing the research, because they're the ones in the know, and thank God for that. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. Have a Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.